Good evening.
Very good evening, sir.
How are you doing
How are
today?
you? Oh, we are in the
I'm good.
same space. So yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much for asking me. What about you?
I'm pretty good. Thank you for asking too. Where are you from? And what's your name? Everyone should know. Okay.
Okay, so as you can see in the screen, I'm Balram Nayak, and basically I'm from Bhadrak, Odisha, and currently I'm doing my B.Ed in EFLU.
Okay. Tell me something about your education. What do you study? And what you want to be in the future? Just I want you can share a little bit about you.
Okay, so you are asking me about my brief introduction. Okay, so if I talk about my educational qualification, I already completed my master's in the year 2022, and with like the major is English literature. I did English MA in English literature from Barampur University, and then as I mentioned, I'm currently doing my B.Ed in ELT, which is English language teaching, and it's in the English and Foreign Language University, which is Asia's most prestigious universities, just like JNU or DU. And
Okay.
what else you are
One thing.
asking me?
No, no. Currently, where do you live?
Yeah, currently I'm in. You are asking me where I'm like staying right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, currently I'm in Hyderabad. My
Okay.
university is in located in Secunderabad, and it's just beside Osmania University. So I'm
But
staying in the hostel.
okay, you said that you have completed your your bachelor degree from Barampur University. Yes or no?
No, bachelor's I did from Fakirman University in the year 2020, and from 2020 to 2022, I did my masters from Barampur University.
Okay. What do you do in the free time?
Okay, so I am a multitasker. Okay, I'm not praising myself, but it's true. Like I can do a lot of things. So my interest area includes reading, writing poetry. It can be English or Odia or Hindi. And then I used to do gardening. Apart from that, also I love to do DIY or art and crafts. Or apart from that, also I'm interested in fashion designing. So sometimes I also apply something, like I try to apply something and try to frame, like try to capture that moment, so that I can keep it as a memory. And apart from that, sometimes I love to travel, sometimes I love to eat something which is like some, basically I want to explore some flavors. So for that purpose, you can tell me that I am a like food I mean, not that typical. What is that? I'm forgetting the exact term. But yeah, the people those who are obsessed with food. So
Okay,
sometimes
so
I,
there is
with
a
the
word
help,
you can say. There is a foodie,
yeah,
foodie.
yeah,
There is a
food
word you
exactly.
say.
Sorry. I remembered. I forgot it. Yeah, sometimes I became foodie. I act like that I'm a super foodie person, although I'm not.
Okay, do you
Yeah,
like to travel?
yeah, I like to travel.
Okay, then two
But it
things I am
depends
going to ask
upon
you.
with whom I'm traveling. It totally depends upon with whom I'm traveling. For an example, if I'm traveling with my like cousins, my typical cousins, I feel extremely bored because they are not belonging to my age group. So the you can imagine the difference, different type of like thought process, because that this person are like already married and they have their own imagination, own thought process. And I'm a person who is like, just you can say that I'm a teenager, I'm 24-year-old. So my perspective and their perspective is totally different. So at that particular time I feel like very weird or very like anxious that why I'm coming along with these persons. And if I
Okay,
am along with
then
my friends, then that would be
okay,
like, that is good. I enjoy the
okay, then
moment.
tell me what is your favorite place in Odisha, and also I want to ask you. Okay, okay, first share me what is your favorite place in Odisha.
Uh, so okay, a favorite place in Odisha. I think everyone is obsessed with Jagannath temple. I mean Lord Jagannath. So one is definitely Jagannath Puri Dham, and apart from that, Konark temple. And as I mentioned that I did my masters from Barampur, so there is Tara Tarini, and apart from that, Balakumari is there, and Chilika Lake. So yeah, these are the things. And yeah, there is another thing. The Odisha's Kashmir. Uh, I forgot
Daring,
the, yeah,
daring.
Daringbadi. Yeah, it is also like one of my wish list. Like I added that particular place in my wish list so that I can visit it in my near
Okay,
future.
have you been to there? Have you been there?
No, like typically I didn't visit yet, but I went to Kashmir like last year, because I before year value I also like selected I got a selection from Central University of Kashmir. So I went over there. I stayed near about 15 to 20 days, maybe approximately 15 to 20 days. So I was over there. I experienced the Kashmiri typical Kashmiri thing. I explored the snowfall. I explored many things. So yeah, that is also a thrilling experience that I had.
Okay. Do you live in a joint family or in a nuclear family? Tell me a little bit
Okay.
about your family.
So if I talk about my family, then including me, there are three people: my father, my mother, and I have a sibling and like younger brother. Uh, so yeah, there are four people in my family, including me. It's a
Okay.
very
Sometimes do
like
you,
say,
no, no.
yeah.
It's
Sorry.
okay. Sometimes do you think that if I would be in a joint family, it would be better? Have you ever thought like that?
Yeah, sometimes I felt that, because the thing is, when I was a kid, at that period of time, my grandfather and my grandmother, they passed away. Okay, so I brought up along with my father and mother. I didn't get that affection, because there are like I do have many friends, and still their grandfather and grandmother, they are alive. I mean alive. So the thing I noticed, that whenever they are like coming home from the hostel or from other places, their grandfather or their grandmother, they are like typically in Odia they said that monati asigala. So I genuinely feel that if I would have like my grandfather or my grandmother along with me, if these people are still in earth, so maybe it will be more easy to communicate with them and more easy to share my inner thing with them, because they never ever judge. And apart from that, you can get that authentic love or authentic affection from a older people. Like our parents, not only they are also giving the same thing, but still I do have that type of urge. What if like my father and grandmother, my grandfather and my grandmother are still over here, and I can like hug them whenever I need, I can talk to them whenever I feel alone or something like that. So I sometimes
Okay.
feel that.
Okay. Like you just want that affection, like your grandparents should give you. You miss that because you would not miss that because whenever you see that, it happens with you, I think. But one thing
Yeah,
I
that.
want to ask you, this is a
Yeah,
question.
and apart from that, the most important thing is, whenever I noticed, like many a times, my friends, they if they are like packing their bags, they have to catch their flight or train. So like the grandfather, especially the grandfather or the grandmother, they used to give something. Okay, like it may be money or something like that. I miss that as well because I
Okay,
didn't
you
get that
want
type
that
of thing.
thing.
Yeah. What?
Okay, that is okay. You want that thing, like also that is the thing happened
Yeah,
with you.
that love, that affection I'm seeking for.
But okay, now we are going to a topic that we should discuss about. Like
Okay.
nowadays, nowadays there are there are some students they study in Odia medium school, like the way you have
Uh-huh.
completed your education in Odia medium school, and there are some students they study in English medium school. Like, what do you think about that? What is your opinion about that? Where a student should study?
Okay. So, if I think about this, then there will be two type of like segregation that comes to my mind. One is like if a person is belonging from a very like, see, the socio-economic background affects the whole human body. I mean that particular person. So as I'm a human being, when I was like, as I'm a person, when I was a kid, at that point of time, my father is not earning that much. Okay, so he didn't afford a CBSE or ICSE school, especially. So he sent me in a school like typical Saraswati Sishu Vidya Mandir, where the whole instruction or the whole teaching methods, everything is in Odia, typically in Odia. So the exposure that I got from that particular school is too less. Okay, if I compare that with any type of CBSE or ICC school, there you will find out the whiteboard, the projector. I mean, there are people, there are faculty who are extremely even the government schools teachers are also proficient in some way, in some extent. But if I compare some ICC or CBSE school, they are, I think, much more better than them. I'm not I'm not being judgmental. I'm not judgmental over here. But the thing is, it's true. If you go to any type of government school till now, also there, like the person who is teaching English, he is also not that much of that. He doesn't have that type of proficiency to speak or to communicate himself in English. Okay. Similarly, if you go some ICC or some CBSE school, at least the people, they can communicate with English only. So I think that is the biggest advantage, because a person will raise along with the person with whom he or she can communicate with English only. So I think that
Okay,
is the exposure a person will get
yes.
in a CBSE
Okay,
or
you're,
ICC.
you're, you're you're totally right. But in Odisha, if you talk about Odisha,
Hmm.
if you talk about like other state, the language proficiency is increasing. But if you talk about Odisha, there are a lot
Hmm.
of students they face while talking in English.
Hmm.
What is the major problem that Odisha student face problem while speaking in English? What do you think about that?
The thing, okay, so as you are asking me about this particular question, my thing is revolving around the level, I mean the proficiency level of a teacher. Because if a teacher is not that proficient, if the teacher has not that type of thinking something out of the box, or if that person is not thinking a chapter or a any type of topic in a very broad manner, how can that person will communicate with to his or her students? Okay, so it depends upon a person how proficient or how knowledgeable or how much content knowledge that person is having. So yeah, that is the thing I can say.
Okay, then now we are going to move into a new topic that what makes you happy?
Okay, it's a very interesting question, though. So yeah, it depends upon which mood at that time I had. So for an example, if currently I'm having a urge to eat something, so at that particular time, definitely, if you bring some type of fast food or some type of sweet, then definitely I will become happy, right? So similarly, as I know, I completed my bachelor's in Hindustan vocal classical, like side by side when I was doing my bachelor's in English literature. Along with that, I also completed my Hindustan vocal classical. So if I'm having that type of urge to sing somewhere or to practice my singing thing and all. So at that point of time, definitely, if you will play some good music, if you will play something which is related to my mood, so definitely it will work. It depends upon the mood of a person. And apart from that,
Okay.
I like if I generalize the whole thing, then I think to go outside to dressed up and to apply some types of cosmetic. I think many people will definitely judge that, but yeah, because everything is changing right now. So that thing makes me happy. How to, like, for an example, I love to contrast the whole outfit. I try to design outfits. So I think sometimes I feel low. Whenever I feel low, I used to draw something, or I used to uh, try to merge the color with something. So that makes me happy. And apart from that, as I mentioned, I love to write poetry. So I love to write something. Yeah, these are the
Okay.
things.
Okay, then you said that you have interest in designing something. Like, have you ever designed anything unique that will, attract the attention of people?
Yeah, not that much. I implement the whole thing in my body only, because I don't have any I don't have that much friend who can like acquire my knowledge, who can ask for. But though still my friends are asking me. For an example, I have few friends. They used to ask me whenever they are going from for any type of birthday or any marriage function. They used to ask me what should I wear. If I'm wearing this type of kurta, then what should I wear in the bottom? So I just recommended that thing. But yeah, like this is the tiny thing that I do for my friends. But like, I'm not a professional fashion designer, right? So yeah, these are the things.
Now I'm going to ask you something that you're not going to feel good, and now you have to sing a song for everyone.
Hey
You
Bhagwan,
have to do
okay.
it. You're a good singer. You have to do it. Everyone should listen.
You know,
And
like,
especially this part, like the song you're
no,
no
no,
no
no, it's a
listen. You have to
misconception.
listen
I
this.
have to. Okay,
No
okay, I
no
have to break.
this part,
Mhm.
especially this part I'm going to only the singing part I am going to upload on Instagram. The whole video I'm going to upload on YouTube. But especially the singing part I'm going to upload on Instagram.
Oh my god. Okay, so the thing is, let me break the ice. So although I completed my Hindustan vocal classical, but the thing is, like, I know I'm not that type. I'm not a very good singer. Okay, so whenever somebody asked me to sing, I used to forget the lyrics. I don't know how
No, no, you
or
have to sing
why.
your favorite song. You have to sing your favorite song. You can do that. Only 1 minute.
Okay, let me
This is
think
a
about
minute. You have to
some
do it.
lyrics. Okay, so it starts with this. बातें ये कभी ना तू भूलना, कोई तेरे खातिर है जी रहा, जाए तू कहीं भी ये सोचना, कोई तेरे खातिर है जी रहा, तू जहाँ जाए महसूस हो, तू जहाँ जाए महफूज हो, दिल मेरा मांगे बस ये दुआ, बातें ये कभी ना तू भूलना, कोई तेरे खातिर है जी रहा, जाए तू कहीं भी ये सोचना, कोई तेरे खातिर है जी रहा. That's it.
Okay, you have a good voice that everyone should listen. If you're going to be a singer, if you want.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you so much for the appreciation. Okay, I
But
will
I
definitely
want to
think
ask you
about
one
it.
thing. I want to ask you, especially this singing part, I'm going to upload on Instagram.
Okay.
Is there any problem?
No, I don't have any problem.
But
Anyways, I'm
what I
also
feel, what I feel, do you know? If you have a good voice and everyone should listen to you
okay.
because there is no music. You're just singing. This is your real voice. If you add
Uh-huh.
some music, then it was going to be awesome. Really awesome. You know?
Okay, okay, okay. It means a lot. It means a lot for me.
Yeah, that's a very good thing. Now we'll talk about little bit about addiction. What do you think about
Addiction.
addiction? Yeah.
Okay. So addiction for my like in my opinion, I think it's something which will like day by day it will kill your inner child or your inner self. Okay, for an example, if I'm addicted with smoking or drinking, which I am not. So if a person is addicted to smoking or something like drinking, something like this, so day by day, like if that person will not get that particular thing, the next day he will definitely become so furious or so angry, and it will reflect in his behavior as well. So I think the addiction also has an impact, that it will mold your behavior, it will impact your education, it will also impact your thinking skills, or your reasoning skills, or maybe in that particular thing. Because when I was doing my 12th, at that particular time I have a friend, I can't like named his I can't take his name. So I heard from the other people that he's addicted with drinking. Okay, but that is just because he's like obsessed with a girl, and that girl cheated him. So because to overcome that, because of overcoming this whole scenario, whole situation, he used to take some supplement like drinking or smoking. So day by day, gradually he was also not coming to the class. I noticed that the health condition of him. So like many times I suggested him to not take all this type of things, because anyways it is also affecting your health only. So what is the necessity of taking the supplement which is affecting your body in a longer period of time? So many time I suggested him, and not only me, there are also many people who also suggested him the same thing. And I'm fortunate that he became a very good person. Currently, he is having his own shop right now, and that girl is also married someone. And this person, like my friend, he is not addicted to anything right now. So there is a phrase in his life where he is extremely addicted with the drink, or to drink something, or to smoke something. Like I can't even imagine that days where he is just like roaming around with all those type of like red eyes, or those type of I mean, you can also relate these type of things. The person who is the person who is addicted with drinking or smoking, it will reflect on his face only. So yeah, you can relate with that. Now he is a very good person. Yeah,
Okay, there
I
are
think.
like two type of addiction, yes or no? Like there are
Sorry.
one is good, another there are two type of addiction. Like one is good, another is bad. If
Yeah,
you are like
the
you
good.
are yes, you are addicted to study, that is good for you.
That is good
If you are
for.
addicted to something bad, then
Uh,
it is going to
it
change
will
your total.
definitely
It is
affect
going to
you.
change your life. Yeah.
Hmm. Because if a person, like the typical padhaku person, so that person is anyways addicted with books and all. So anyways, the content that he is consuming, I mean the books, I mean the any type of books that person is reading or associated with. So anyways, he is also getting knowledge from that particular books and all. So he is also addicted in some way, but it's the positive way of addicting something. It's not the negative thing that I can
But one thing I want to say you, like a person should be introvert and also should be an extrovert. A person should also go to outside. You can get a lot of knowledge from the book, but you should have the knowledge of outside. You should go outside. You should experience everything. I think that.
hmm.
What do you think about that?
That is also true, as I'm a very introvert person. Earlier I was a very extrovert person, but day by day I'm becoming a very introvert person. So for me, to go outside to explore something is very essential to socialize yourself. I mean, to stay in a position where you can communicate with other people. It will definitely, in a longer period of time, it will definitely give a very good impact on your skills, especially how you are dealing with some situation, how you are communicating with other people. Because if you will stay if you will close yourself in a room, you will not get that type of exposure. You will not develop your critical thinking skills. You will not develop how to communicate with the people. You will also not be able to think out of the box. I think to socialize yourself with a community, with a friend circle, or with any person or anything is very good.
That
And
should be good.
as
And yes, this is the thing. Everyone should do this. If you're spending all your time inside a room, then you should go outside. I think to be relaxed or something, you should go outside sometime. Otherwise, you may have a lot of knowledge, but whenever you go outside, you will not have the confidence.
yeah, that is
You are
true.
going to experience
because
that.
because I can also relate the whole thing with my experience. As I told you that I'm not a person, like still also I'm making lots of mistakes whenever I'm speaking, but still I overcome that fear. So when I came over here, Hyderabad, from Odisha to Hyderabad, as you know, Odisha, we people indulge in Odia only. We don't speak any type of languages. Even if you try to speak something in front of your friend or any person, then definitely the other person will judge you that, oh, you are studying over here, I mean any type of university, and that's why you are showing off that you can speak something, or you can do this, that, blah blah blah. So I was a person who is not still also I'm making mistake, as I mentioned, but earlier I was not even able to tell a sentence or tell anything in front of the camera, in front of the other people as well. So when I came over here, EFLU, here the B.Ed course is totally different. You have to socialize yourself. Even though you are an introvert person, you have to speak. You have to indulge yourself with the group members. You have to talk to the other person. And guess what? I'm a person who used to cry in my room that I don't have that proficiency level. I don't although I do have the content knowledge, I'm unable to comprehend the whole thing. I'm unable to convey the whole message to the other person. Okay, that type of fear I had. And currently I'm also like making mistake, but still also I'm overcoming the whole thing. That is just because I socialize myself. Still, like most of the time I keep myself in my room, but whenever I'm having my classes, or whenever I'm going outside, I try to indulge myself with the other people so that I can like experience express my own knowledge, and I also acquire the knowledge from the other people as well. So that helped me a lot.
That is really important. Sometimes we think we are not comfortable with the environment, but whenever you think something you cannot do and you are going to do that, it is going to help you to gain some confidence
uh,
and it is going to help you a
exactly.
lot.
That is I'm absolutely like agree with this point, because it also worked for me. I told you na, I was the person who is crying for at least 2 or 3 months in my room. I like whenever I'm like stepping out of my room, I was thinking that my department people will not notice me, because whenever they will notice, they will anyhow speak in English only, and I'm a person who will not be able to say something in English, although I know how to like how to frame the sentence, or how to like give the reply. But the thing is, I have the fear. I was continuously thinking that if I'm making some mistake, then the other person will definitely judge me, because their proficiency level is totally different from mine. I'm belonging a very middle class family, and I don't have that type of exposure with English. But here, the people, they are coming from various like socio-economical background. They are like coming from ICC or CBSE schools, and their proficiency level is too high, and that is the fear that I had. But anyhow, I'm trying to overcoming the whole thing. Sorry, sorry, I got a call. Okay, so still also I'm trying. Let's see. Let's hope for the best that I will become fluent uh,
Yeah,
in future.
do not think so much. It's good. Do not think so much. I'm going to make some mistake. The most important thing to speak in English is the environment. If you're in a good environment, then you can speak
Uh,
English fluently. But in
that
Odisha,
is
we are living in an environment that we do not get the
we don't have.
opportunity that we can talk. But one thing also, I'm going to share with you an experience. Because whenever we watch Hindi movie, everyone watch yes or no. But
Oh,
when you try to speak in Hindi, they will laugh. Yes or no?
they will laugh. Exactly, exactly.
It happens with Hindi. If you are speaking in English, they'll call you, हम अंग्रेज सीख ले दिल से नहीं उड़े ऐसा ना
Yeah,
वैसे
that is true. That is true. Even so, let me tell you that I have many friends, and I used to like upload my status in English only, because like see, for an example, if you're writing something in Hindi or Odia, it will like the phrase will become so long. But if you're writing in something in English, then I think it is way shorter than the other language. So whenever I'm putting something, if the other person is not understanding that, that person will tell the other person that I'm making the mistake. There are some grammatical mistake. He will not accept that I'm a person who is too like I'm a person who is very like I don't have very good grades in my school or in my bachelor's or in my master. Although in my masters I do have very good score, but till my 10th to till my graduation I don't have the like I was a person who is writing something to pass the exam. Okay, so I don't have that type of good score, and now these people are also in my contact list, and they are also noticing something whenever I'm uploading any type of status. They used to like mock at me that how you are uploading the whole thing, how you are writing all these things. And yeah, that is I think that
but
helped me a lot too.
there are some student like you are a literature student sometimes you will write something they will think
Yeah,
there are a lot of mistakes but the
yeah,
sentence
exactly.
express something else.
Yeah, the meaning is totally different. They just notice something and they go by the words. They didn't understand the emotion beyond that particular phrase or that particular word. They think that it's grammatically incorrect. It's like something is like already wrong is there. So they used to think about the whole thing. But anyways, we are literature students, so we have to like add something like the imaginary the things or the
No, no,
rhythm.
this is
Yeah.
thing whenever there are some sentences, there are a lot of feelings. You are going to enjoy that. There are a lot of emotion. So we
Yeah.
cannot say there is a mistake. If someone is writing, we have to be happy. We have to accept that the
We have to
person is really
accept
great.
that.
Yeah.
Sir, let me tell you one more thing, one more like experience I'm going to share. Maybe like you are like the time is going, or I don't know whether you are having time or not. But as we are communicating, so the things are coming to my mind. Let me express that. So, okay, I do have cousins. I mean, like I have near about 14 cousins. Okay. So
Okay.
like when
One question. Is it true?
yeah, is it true? It is true.
Okay. Okay.
because
Sorry.
my father like I have seven aunties. I mean, my father is having six or no, six, I think, six sister. My father is having six sister. So gradually their kids will I mean, their family is also way broader than us. So if I will try to count one, two, or three, four, then definitely it will come around 14. Yeah, I have 14 cousins. So forget about the person who are like already married, but the person those who are studying currently. For an example, if I went their home and we are just talking to each other, and suddenly, as I'm belong, see, after my 12th, I am associated with English literature or English. So the major focus will be in English only, na. So whenever I'm speaking something, if like in instead of Odia, if I like put an English word, then suddenly my cousin will comment me that um, because think about the situation. We are in a tea, like we are sitting in a sofa where like three or four of my cousins are sitting over there, and they ask me something and I'm replying, and when like while replying I put an English word over there. So like they used to mock me in a very formal way that we are Odia medium student, we don't know Odia, we don't know English the way you know. So stop a shut of your mouth and don't speak in English. They don't think that like I'm already associated with that. That's why the word is coming to my mind and to coming my mouth as well. They will took it in a very like a very rough way. I can't even explain the whole thing. So that sometimes hurts me a lot. Even I also said the whole thing to my father. My father used to tell me, "Don't go there home. If you are noticing that these people are mocking at you, then don't go."
It happens. It happens. With a lot of people, it happens with you. It already happened. But if you are in a place you talk most of the time in English, then you
Hmm.
go to a new area, like a new place. If automatically English word will come to your mouth, and there is another
Yeah.
thing, and you are talking in Odia, and
Hmm.
you always talk in English, but you
Huh.
are in a new place. That's why you're talking in Odia. If
Uh-huh.
there will be a single person and will use a single sentence in English, after that you will forget that you are speaking. You will think you are
Yeah.
speaking in Odia, but there will be
Yeah.
English
Exactly.
sentence.
Exactly. It happens a lot of time. It happened me like it happened a lot of time.
One day what happened
I
to
was in a uh-huh.
I was watching an English video, but
Okay.
I was thinking I'm watching a Odia video.
Okay, that is just because the words or the phrases are so like communicative or so good, or like maybe you comprehend the whole thing in a very good way. That's why your focus is on the content knowledge, not about the language.
Then my friend came to me. What are you
Yeah.
watching? I said, a Odia video. No, no. So then I remembered.
Yeah.
Then they said, what they are speaking? I said, I don't know. No, I'm just watching it.
So like if I told you, if I tell you an incident like which is associated with the movie. So a few months back, I think way back in January. So me and I have four or five close friends. Okay, so we went Puri, and after coming over here, we separated, and I in my room I was watching a movie. I just uploaded the initial part of that particular movie, the title of that movie. I think it's from. I'm currently forget. I forgot the movie title or the name, but it's something which is like isolation. Okay, something is related to isolation or
You're talking
like
about Tangled movie.
yeah, maybe, but I'm unable to remember. The thing is, I just uploaded the whole thing, and I took a screenshot of that and I uploaded that on my status. So one of my friend, she what she did, she took another screenshot and uploaded in the group. We have a common group, so she uploaded that in the group, and she said that what is the meaning of this, and guess what, till that day to now we don't talk to each other. That is the thing, and that is just because we had a very good fight. So here good is like irony. So we had a very good fight with each other. Although I didn't comment on anything which is related to them, I just uploaded a screenshot. I was watching a movie, English movie, so I took a picture and I uploaded that on my status. These people took it in a very wrong manner. So yeah, now we ended up with breaking the relationship, which is like near about 8 years. So
But it, you know
miscommunications
one
can
thing.
happen.
You know one thing. Sometimes you do something like you
Hmm.
just want to, like it is not related to anyone, but you are just doing that. It
Yeah,
is happening in your life. Just you're doing that. They will think
yeah.
it is related to them, and they will start doing that. You see now.
They will, yeah, it's the same thing happened with me. I told you na, they think that maybe I uploaded this particular thing for indicating them, but it was not true.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. One thing I want to say you, we have to end the conversation here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But listen,
Okay.
from tomorrow we are going to have live conversation that everyone can watch and what they think about you. You can share your thoughts,
Oh
and
my god, so like
we can also
while
read
we
the
are
comment also.
okay, they can
Yes.
also comment, I can also able to read that.
No, later we can read that.
Acha, okay. Okay.
But
I think
it
I'm
will be
fortunate
very
that I
interesting.
associate
That
myself with
that will
you.
talk. That will talk. After talking with me, then we can read the comment how they think about you. We can do that.
Acha,
Yeah.
okay.
No?
Okay, okay, okay. I got it. I got it. So,
For
but
today.
before ending the yeah, before
Mhm.
before ending the conversation, let me thank you to approaching me to come over here and to speak in front of like many people. I know you are going to upload this somewhere. So yeah, thank you so much for approaching me, and thank you so much for like giving me this type of opportunity where I can express myself. Yeah.
Okay. For today, we have to end the conversation here. Have a good night.
Yeah, okay. Bye bye. Good night. Take care.